The European Union has approved a compromise plan to curb gas demand as Russia tightens its gas supply squeeze on Europe. Now, Gazprom announced that it will slash deliveries to Europe to 20% of capacity. Now, this will leave countries unable to meet their goals to refill natural gas storage ahead of winter. European member states will now voluntarily cut the use of gas by 15% from August through March. The IMF, meantime, has warned that a Russian gas cut could plunge European economies into recession. The bloc now accusing Moscow of using energy in retaliation to opposition to the war in Ukraine. Rosie Burchard, our correspondent in Brussels, joins us live now for more on this. Rosie, will this new deal by EU member states to cut Russian gas use, is it going to be enough to keep the lights on this winter?
Well, that's the big question they are trying to answer, and they hope the answer is yes. Now, it might be the middle of a hot summer here in Europe, but ministers are trying to think ahead to the winter, particularly given that most recent announcement from Gazprom, the Russian energy giant, that the deliveries to Europe will be cut further. Now, the original plan was that all European Union member states uniformly cut gas consumption by 15% right through to March. Under this new deal, which is a compromise, there will be exemptions for certain EU member states with a very specific geographical scenario. For example, Malta, an island nation that doesn't have interconnections to other EU countries. There will also be possible derogations for certain EU member states, particularly those that are not reliant on Russian gas, and say that that uniform cut would have otherwise been unfair. Now, they say this is all about showing each other solidarity and trying to send a message to Moscow. The European Union accuses Russia of blackmailing it and of trying to divide these EU member states. They say they've come out of this united and that they are now preparing for a tough winter. They've also been looking for new gas deals elsewhere in the world. They've signed supply contracts with, for example, Israel, Egypt, Norway, the United States. Will it be enough to plug that gap? Before the war, Russia accounted for 40% of the Europeans' gas imports overall. The European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen says this will be a tricky winter ahead, but that if EU countries stick together, they can weaken Russia's hand here.
Rosie, thank you for that. Rosie Burchard there reporting from Brussels.